Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 4 of our Transport Fever 2 Let's Play. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the other stuff on the channel. It will be linked in the description below. Check out some of the previous episodes of this series. And if you're a returning viewer, as always, like and comment, let me know how I'm doing, and subscribe for more videos. So we're just taking a look at the log train running from Farnborough over to Bridgehouse, I believe. It's just pulling out of the station and kind of lets you see some of the decorating that we did off camera. While I was waiting for that loan to pay off, you can see we have no remaining loan. Got $1 million in the bank, which is great. Just went through and added in some dirt and some gravel, some logs on the platform, as well as a new siding with our flatbed cars with side stakes along here, and I think it's looking really good. I think it integrates really well with this road. And then if we go up to the other end, up by the lumber yard itself, I added in some of the logging buildings. This is actually a coal building, but it's a really nice little kind of barn storage area. Some logs, some buildings down there. I also carried the dirt through from the, because you can see this is actually the entrance, but I kind of made a secondary entrance with some buildings here, so it just looks like it's more connected. So I think it's looking pretty good. And I'm really happy to finally have that loan paid off, because now we can pretty much just focus on kind of playing the game and doing the stuff that we want to do. One thing that I did want to recognize was MGL commented in the last video about having stepped embankments for really deep embankments. So I went through here and added in a step on the high side of this embankment, and I think it looks really good. And it totally makes sense what he was saying. So, you know, we've only got the single step on the shorter side, but on this higher side, we did add in a step with some little bit of grass growing through, just to make it look like it's been there. But great. All right, so what are we thinking of doing today? First, I want to finish the tools being delivered into Honiton. So if you remember at the end of last episode, we severed this roadway connection because it actually went all the way down to this road and then back out, but we want to make a more direct connection here. So we can go ahead and do that now. And there really is no major terrain to speak of in between these two locations. So I'll just go ahead and kind of freehand it. Let's see if we curve it in there. That looks nice. Perfect. And that's a much nicer connection, much more direct. And now we're going to need a stop for them to pick up the logs and then drop off. So let's see, if I kind of put that in like this. Let me just see really quick. Yeah, that should work. Then we'll add 3 and then some street access going out. Terrain is doing some interesting things, but it looks like it's pretty flat on this side, which is good. So when I go in here and make this connection, that looks really good. And then I'll try and connect this on a 90. It's on the inside of a bend, which isn't the most ideal, but there's not too much that we can do about it. And then I'll go through and I will clean that up, maybe at the end of the video if we get a little bit more money. Now we're going to want a road running parallel, and it looks like we do have a little bit of terrain here. It's not too bad. We can make this work, certainly. Let's just see if I put that here and then delete that out. Yeah, it doesn't like that. So I'm just going to delete this whole thing out and we'll just shift it down a little bit. Truthfully, I might level this road off. Let's see how does the terrain look over here? Looks like we have a bit more space to work with over here. So I'll just take a road out here, and now we'll go ahead and put this in. So if I flip this around, Try and get it like right there. I'll go ahead and turn off that terrain view now that it's in. We're going to want an entrance here, an exit here, and then we should be able to do this connection pretty easily. Let's see, does that look flat? It does. I'm just extending that out because I want that to tee in. And then I'll probably bring it right into here. And then we'll need to clean that up again once we get some money. We can do that. So I'll go ahead and connect these up. That looks good. And this is moving timber. So at Bridge House, we want it to wait for full load forever. And then this is going to be a truck route, and it's going to be Bridge House to Honiton, timber. And now we need to get a depot in here. Excuse me, I could probably put one in like right here. That'd probably work. The terrain is pretty good. So why don't we go ahead and do that? And I'll go ahead and get, let's see, these can move timber. Maybe I'll get 4 on this line for now, and we'll see how that does. So now this should start to allocate to Honiton Tools Factory. Right here. It just needs to wait to actually get a supply of logs, which are leaving the station now. So we'll go ahead and we'll speed this up. We'll go to quarter speed. And now we need to figure out how to get a road down to here. Now this is going to be kind of interesting because we've got this ridge running east-west as we're looking at it. So we could come into this road and then they'd go up and over the hill. Or we could kind of cut through right here and then get them onto that road. I think that is the option that we're going to take. So I might just put a road cutting straight like that, and then we'll curve it down. Connect that in. And then we'll connect onto that road. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. It's definitely going up a little bit of a hill, but that's okay. So now, let's see if we can deliver some tools. So they're going to come right down this main road. And I might have them drop right here on this side street. And then I could have them loop back out. Or actually, I'd probably want them to drop here so they'd loop in. Let's pause really quick. We're just going to make a... It's a very expensive connection, I guess. We'll make that connection. And I'll have them drop the tools right here for now. So let's establish a new route. We're going to have to add a stop onto there. But for now, they'll come up to here. And maybe I'll make this like a light red color. And I want them to wait for a full load forever before they come into here. So this is going to be a truck route, and it's going to be Honiton Tools. So you know they're making hammers and mallets and whatnot. Whatever they're making. We'll go ahead and expand this station. And then I might add just a little storage there. More for decoration than anything. And let's go ahead and shift this onto platform 2. Perfect. So these guys are running now. They've got full loads of planks. I just want to make sure that they're waiting for full load. They are, which is great. And then I'll probably come up here and add in a little, a little shop in there for some planks as well. Great, so now that's got the tools, but now we need to put a couple vehicles on that tools line. So this flatbed cannot move tools, so we're gonna have to go with the covered wagon. And I might get like, 3 for now, and we'll put them on the tools delivery. Just confirm that these are waiting forever. They are. And this is gonna ship them over to Honiton, which is great. This is a 1-to-1 production. This is 2-to-1. So we might want to think about getting a second logs train. And to do so, we're going to need to put a couple passing loops in here. So we could probably put a short one in right here, running right up to the station. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll just put in a short passing loop. Gonna need some money to do so. And then I'm thinking the other passing loop could be exiting this station, maybe down to this road. That's a pretty long block in there. We might have to see how that functions. We might have to put in a third one kind of coming around here. I actually don't love the way that that looks, so I'm going to back that out just a little bit. I'm gonna try and, so if I snap to the road here, that looks pretty good. So we'll do that, and then we'll connect that in. And then once we're down here, this is just gonna be like a straight merge. So we'll go ahead and do that. And now we're gonna need some signals. So this one coming back needs a one-way signal right here, and then this one needs a one-way signal right here. Perfect. So now we've got a passing loop there. And now we're going to need another one. So I want to come right after this road. So right after this road, and now we'll bring it down this track. And now if I grab here, I try and line that up. So that looks really good. That's a really nice, gentle curve. So now we'll go ahead and add that in. And now we're gonna need a signal right here. And then if we go down here, we'll need a signal there. Perfect. So now we've got a pair of passing loops, and that train is all the way down there. I want to get a second one on, but let me just see how expensive that's going to be. So I think we went with a general, and then I believe 13 of these cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12, 13 cars. That's going to cost us $3 million. So I'm just going to let that run. I mean, I could take out another loan, but like we just paid it off. And looking at this, just given what we have on this now, we probably don't need 3. I could probably get away with just 2 delivering tools. So why don't we go with 2, just for the time being. And really quick, I'm going to clean up this this grass. So the way that I do that is I come into here, and I scroll all the way over, and I grab the sand number 3 with 100%. And I just kind of back the grass off from the shoreline a little bit. And then I go down to like a 0.3. just kind of clean it up a little bit. And then we can even come in here with, you know, some mixed trees, add a couple in here into this grass area. And then I grab sand 4, and I just kind of disperse it right at the water line. Because sand 4, let me see if I can find a good example where it shimmers. Yeah, like right here. How it shimmers makes it look like wet, you know, like the water brushed up on it. Perfect. Looking good. So while we wait for that, while we wait to get that second train on there are a couple other things that I wanted to do. So one thing is I want to run a passenger rail line from Dudley over here into Retford. So I figure that we can take this. It's going to be really expensive to push right through here. Like, let's just see how much this single piece of track is going to cost. Actually not that expensive, 400. The only thing I'm worried about is this road. So I just paused the game really quick. You can see that it's making this road jump. Is that too extreme? It actually doesn't look too bad. And that's where I want it to go, but it's colliding with that bus stop. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove this stop for now. We can go ahead and put this track in. So let's see, if I go, is there any way to save these houses? Not really. So if I want to push through there, that gets a little steep. I might delete that road and then let this redevelop. So we did that. I'll probably delete this out. Delete that out. I'll leave this. It's actually not quite as steep as I thought it would be. I am going to delete a couple of those houses on there and let them redevelop. And now we can let the game run again. Oh, we do need to put this bus stop back. So I don't... I'll put it before the train. Yeah. And now that line should still be functioning. It is. That crossing is fine. I might come in here and just kind of smooth that out just a little bit. We'll do the same right here. Perfect. Very good. So now we need to figure out where we want to put a train in here. And I'm gonna keep in mind that I probably want to run this train on to Coinsborough. Probably not up to Ashby, but maybe. So I'm thinking like right here would probably be good. So if we just look at our terrain, yeah, that's actually a really nice spot. So what it's going to mean is I'm going to have to delete this. And this is what we're currently using for our... I'm just going to let this play again. We're currently using this for our passenger line. So I might have those carriages go up and over this hill. I really didn't want to do it because you see how these get so slowed down. How much? So this is going to cost. That's going to cost about $650 to delete. So we're going to need a bit more money to be able to do that. That's okay, though. All right. Let's check out how this is doing. So, we've got a good supply of planks here, plain timber. And we've got a good supply of tools here, waiting to be delivered, 22 of them. Truck coming back. We're getting some tools into Honiton, which is great. As the city grows, that's really going to help help out this passenger rail line, which is running pretty well. Yeah. Alright, so let's work on this bridge. So I'm thinking we probably want this bridge to come to about here. Let me see. Yep, and then we'll shoot right across here. Nice and straight. And we'll get that onto there, just like that. Alright, so let's see. We have about 800 to spend, so I'm going to pause the game real quick. I'm going to delete that out. You can see that they are using this and then hitting those stops really quick. That's pretty funny. Okay, so now if we want a passenger rail stop, I could put it like right here. Can't really put it in there. I think the best thing maybe would be to run another road out here. Let's look at our terrain and just see how much space we have to deal with. Yeah, we have a pretty good amount, so let's just see where that rail line is. So if I kind of put it in right about there, that would probably work. And now we're going to need a street in here. So if I come up to there, pull that across, and connect it into there. So now that is in place. And now we can go ahead and run our track. Let's see, if I dragged it all the way over there, that's what it wants to do. Speeds are still pretty good. We are cutting pretty significantly here. And I don't think I can really avoid it because the contours aren't really showing too much of a hill, but there is a bit of a hill here. And I really want to keep those speeds up. So I'm going to be okay with that. But in the meantime, we need to reestablish this this road. So let's see, if I put a road from here up there, they would circle and go back through there. That'll work. I just need to wait to get a little bit of money to do that. But that should work just fine. And then I think this train is going to be really effective, and then we'll probably have to put in a passing loop like right here. So we'll have a block from the start of this bridge right into this station at Dudley, which is about the distance of this block. It's a little bit longer, but there's really nothing I can do because I don't want to double track this bridge right now. That's going to be extremely expensive. Let's see, we've got a crude delivery coming in, and hopefully we have a logs delivery. It's coming in right now. Great, so now we've got a ton of money, so let's make this connection. Perfect. And then what I think I'm going to do is grab right here, pull that out, make it nice and smooth. And then we'll connect these together. And I'll probably get rid of this at-grade crossing. It's not really necessary right now. We're not using this food processing facility. And that cut, it's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we can fix that up. And now let's just go ahead and reestablish this connection here. Construction not possible. It won't let me do an accurate crossing there. Let's see if I delete this out and put that road back in. And now let's see if we can... Well, that worked, so now we just need to see if I have enough money to connect this back in. Just a dirt road, 18K. So close. There we go. And now that should fix this line. I am going to flip this to the other side. Perfect. And now, once we get a little bit more money, we can establish that connection. And I'll probably do it right before the road, so that we only have one line crossing the road. Just like that. Now we can let this run, and we need some signals. So I'll need a one-way right here. And then a one-way right here. And now let's go into this line. So after Dudley, I'm going to pause the game real quick. So after Dudley, come down here to Retford. And then after Retford, go back to Dudley. And then this is going to be now the Retford to Honiton line. And how long are we having these wait? 60 seconds for a full load. So we will just make these wait 60 seconds for a full load. That looks good. And now we can let it play again. Let's see if we have a train coming through here. So now, after he stops at Dudley, he should carry on down to Retford. And now we're going to need a bus route to move some people here. So I'm thinking a stop there, maybe one here, and one here to circle back. I think that'll be a good route. Because this station, where it is right now, doesn't have great catchment. It does have some. Let's see, we got 33 people that want to go over to Retford. Which is actually really good. And I would love to actually tie this stop into this station, truthfully. That way, people in Ashby could come down and easily switch onto the carriage to take them up to the station. And I'm wondering if honestly the best thing might be to just circle the Ashby stop right through at the station. That actually might be ideal. Rather than have them have to take a carriage from here and go up. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. So I'll just pause this real quick and I'll put a stop right here. A stop here and here. And now we'll get a new line and it's going to just loop right through like that. We'll make it maybe a green color. And this will be a bus route, and this is going to be Retford bus to train. And because it's got multiple stops, I'm going to leave them just like I did up here. I'm going to leave their pickup criteria. I'm not going to have them wait at any of these stops. I'm just going to run right through. And then on this, so don't go to the drive. I'm just going to reorient this really quick. So after here, go here. Then here, and then here. And then on your way back, hit that stop. And now they're going to change over there. And all of these people should just disperse away. I can delete that stop. And now we need to get a couple carriages. I might get 2, I think. 2 stagecoaches on the on that bus line to bring people up, because you're going to see that this is probably going to go back with... All right, it's going back with 35. I think that those are the people who initially wanted... I'm not sure where those 35 came from, actually. Interesting. Regardless, though, we're going to get a couple vehicles onto that line. And I just think that this is a much better opportunity for the people at Ashby to stop right at the station. So now we have a little bit of money. I'll go ahead and get maybe 2 carriages onto that bus to train line. Perfect. Now let's come in here and let's clean up this cut. So I want to remove any of the trees on it. And we'll just come in here, come all the way over to our ballast. Make this 100%. This a little bit smaller. We'll just carry our ballast kind of right up the edge, wherever this cut is. Just like that. I think that looks really good. And I actually like to go right down the center as well. You can see that this has like some grass in the center, and I like to just go right through and get rid of some of that grass. Perfect. So now that's carrying through. We've got the 2 vehicles. Let's see. This is one of them, and then I think this is the other one. Picking up some people there. Perfect. We got a bunch of people here that want to go over to the train, which is great to see. And now at some point, we're probably going to want to get another train on here. Just because this is becoming a pretty long line. So we got one train going that way, and then one train that just left Dudley en route to Retford, which is actually pretty good. And we'll have to see how that passenger line does. I might want to break this up. Like, I might want to have one passenger rail line stop at Dudley and then have a whole separate line that just kind of goes from Coinsborough up to Dudley. Maybe keep them in chunks of 3. But either way, I think that that's really good, and we'll just see how that line performs. Okay. So, a couple other things that I was thinking. One is, I think now that we have a train delivering oil up here, we might be able to establish this shipping route. Especially now that we have no debt, and if it fails completely, we can just, go back and delete it, and we should be okay. Truthfully, though, I don't know if we have enough money to do that. I mean, you can see that this is going to cost, let's see, $250 for each stop. So that's $500. It's probably going to cost us another $200 to configure it each. So we're already almost at $1 million right there. And then each ship is going to cost us about $1 million, and then this is going to cost us $50. So we're looking at like $2.5 million-ish to get that established. One thing that I probably want to do before we do that is get another train on this. So we have 750. So I'm going to borrow the rest to get us up over 3 million so that we can get another train on here. So we'll just go ahead and copy that train. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it really quick on this siding before it gets going completely. So we'll just hold that train for now. And we'll wait for this guy to get, you know, virtually back to the lumber yard before we set him off. And then we'll see how our passing loop is doing. And again, we might need to add another passing loop here. Might be a good idea. Just so that these don't get too caught up, because this is an extremely long block right now in here. And I don't know if our trains are going to be able to pass it without running into some issue. So I'll start him up now, and we'll see how they do. My guess is they're probably going to do okay with just 2 trains on there, if I had to guess. But he's coming in now to pick up some more logs, which is perfect. And he's about to enter the block. So now he's on the block, and he has to get all the way to here before this train does, for a seamless transition. I don't know. I honestly don't think he's gonna make it. It's gonna be close, because he's going way faster. He's going 28 already, and he's only going 15, so he might make it. Not sure. Comment below if you think he's gonna make it. I don't think he's going to. I think somebody's gonna have to stop. Yeah. So he's gonna stop at this signal, let him go by. And now he's gonna go. We may be able to get, we probably want another passing loop on there. We just don't have the money to put one in yet. So let's see how this is doing. So we have an excess of construction materials here waiting to be picked up. I think we only have like 6 vehicles on here. Okay, we have 8. So we could definitely go ahead and get a few more. Definitely get a few more at some point. I don't remember when we get aircraft, but I think this is going to be a really good aircraft map, because everything's really spread out, particularly for passengers. And then I also would love to get a passenger shipping line running from like this bus stop right here in Dudley and running straight across the lagoon up here to Clun. Because there's another street right here, and we could probably fit one in. This is actually a really nice natural harbor, and they could just run back and forth with a small ship. I think we could get pretty good traffic on there. So let's see, we got 40 wanting to go Stafford, only 5 going to Retford. He's got 36 coming back. That's not terrible. So we just got paid on something big. I think it was the logs. So let's see. Okay, yeah, so he's in the block right now. So he's going to have to stop right here. So we are definitely going to need another passing loop right here. And I might honestly just take this passing loop and carry it all the way down onto here. As you can see that this is an extremely long block. And obviously, eventually, we'll double up these lines the entire way so that they never have to stop for one another. But I think for now, we're definitely going to need to put in another loop. So once this guy gets paid, we'll probably have enough to do that. Alright, so he just got paid. So let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to get rid of that signal altogether. And we'll delete that out. And now we'll just take this. So now we got 2 tracks crossing there. Take this all the way down. Maybe to there. And we'll merge that in. And now we can get a one-way signal there. So now we've got a much longer passing area. And I think that that will help. I think that'll help a lot, actually. Because you can see this guy probably won't even stop when he gets to this this area. He'll probably just go right through because this guy will make it to the other side. Yeah, so now he's just going to carry straight through. At least he should. Oh, no, because he's waiting for him to go. Okay. So that means we're going to need a signal here. And then also a signal here. Maybe? Yeah, I think so. So then I'll also put a signal here for when you enter the loop. So we got 2 there, and then we're going to need one here. Yeah, I think that works. Because I don't mind if 2 trains get stuck behind one another going in the same direction. That's not an issue. The issue comes from when they get stuck going in the opposite direction of one another. We got 33 people waiting at Retford, which is really good, actually. Let's see how this is doing. These guys are doing pretty well. Tons of people waiting for this bus. Tons of people waiting up here at Ashby to take that carriage down here. Nice. Okay, cool. This is going really well. So the question is, do we want to carry this rail line on down to Coinsborough? Retford to Coinsborough. We've got no one waiting here currently. And truthfully, I might have... So go here. Wait for a full load for 60 seconds. Actually... No, go here and wait for a full load for 60 seconds. Yeah, I think that that works better, and then I can get rid of this. I would love to have them stop on the other side of the road, actually. So if I put a stop in here. Yep, perfect. So now these guys are stopping across the street. For Ashby and Coinsborough, they're going to stop across the street. And the people waiting to go into Retford yeah, the people waiting to go into Retford from the train are going to stop at the train station. Yeah, I like that. I think I like that a lot more. How are these doing? Okay, now for some reason we have way too many vehicles on this line now, so I might get rid of 4 of them. I don't know how we did that. We're just not getting the same traffic that we were getting. So I might get rid of even more. Maybe another 4. I'll get rid of maybe 2 more. So now we've only got 6. We've got a ton of people that want to go up to station, so I might get 1 more on here. Yeah, I think that's good. Cool. And now, do we have any stoppage here? Nope, these guys are running really well, which is good to see. They're using the blocks. Could probably get a few more vehicles onto this timber line. Maybe double it, actually. And then we could probably get a few more vehicles delivering tools. Because we've got a ton of tools up here waiting to be delivered. And now I'm going to go through here and just smooth some of this out just a little bit. This road. And then this could also be smoothed out. I don't have enough money. There we go. Smooth that out just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I'll go through and decorate these stops later on, like at the end of the episode, probably off camera. But these are good. These are delivering tons of planks now. And our log trains are bringing in a huge load, which is great. Let's see how we're doing for passengers here. 47 waiting. Might want to go ahead and get 1 more vehicle onto this line to move some passengers. I think that would be good. Let's see how these lines are doing. So no one's waiting at the train. Only 2 people are waiting down here. I have 2 vehicles on it now. That might be too many. No one really wants to take that carriage. Interestingly enough. How about up here? So we're not getting very many passengers wanting to take the bus up here. Which is kind of interesting to see. Kind of surprising, honestly. Although I guess that does cover... The station already covers most of the city. We're getting tons of passenger numbers here to come up to the train. Alright, so we just got a new train, 1885, and a new boat. Very nice. Mogul and the Frontenac. So I think what we're gonna do... I'm gonna do the passenger boat. And I might have to redo this because the height difference is pretty significant. So if I put that there for now, and then configure this, we need a large passenger stop and a large landing. We'll get rid of that. And while we have the money, I'm going to delete this out. I'm going to go into my street. And I'm going to put a street in at this level. And then connect it up there. And then connect it up there. had a street running right down here. Now we'll go ahead and put that bus back in. So that fixed everything, and now this is at pretty much the level of this harbor, which is good. And then we're going to have to put in a stop over here at Clune. Probably a bus. So we're going to need at least $1 million to do that, if not more. And then I'll probably want to smooth this out so that I can put in the ship depot. So I'm going to need a lot of money to do that. We still have the $2.5 million loan that we took out to get that other freight train onto our log line. So I don't really want to take out any more loan. Just because that was a major thing that we accomplished, you know, just prior to this episode, was actually getting rid of that loan. But I'm really interested to see how a passenger ship route would work. And I might actually switch this so that it's going the other way. So that people can go from the train directly to the port. Or is it more important to go from the port directly to the train? Not sure. Six to one, half dozen the other, I guess. But alright, we should be coming into a decent amount of money very shortly. So we've got a log train coming in, and then we've got one coming in behind it as well. Alright, so we'll just pause real quick while we put in our other harbor. So we'll flip this around. And I think, can I get it? So I can get it right there. Let's see. If I put that in right there, and we put in a large... Oh. Can't afford it. Man, these are more expensive than I thought they were. What I can do is put one of these in. I guess I can't. Ran out of money again. Man, money. Money, money, money. That's okay, though. We should have a log shipment coming in pretty soon. Yeah, it's coming in right now. Where's our other... Oh, that had to wait. Yeah, you got into the block. Interesting. Good to know. Let's come up here. Man, I still don't have enough money to do it. Alright, so if I put this in... like right there. I'm going to let this run while we take a look at some of these ships. So the new ship that we just got was this Frontenac. Costs $791 and it's $131 a year to run. The Riggy is much cheaper in all regards, so we'll probably go with that first. Actually, the Wilhelm is the cheapest. $75K to run. 70 capacity for both. This is a bit slower, the Wilhelm, but I think we're going to go with the cheaper to run for now. And let's actually see, is the Wilhelm a large ship or a small ship? No, the Wilhelm's small. So the small passenger landing will actually work. I didn't need to put in the large one. Which I guess is good to know now. I'm just going to remove this road. We need the money for it. All right, I'm going to take out a little bit of a loan. Just so that you guys don't have to watch me sit around and wait for money. Which seems to be the bane of our existence right now. So if I put that in like that, I'll delete that out altogether. And now we can curve down into there. Take this down into here. And then I will clear the loan just by letting it run a little bit while I do some decorating. Just so that you guys don't have to watch it. And now let's set up our line. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use some of that loan to put in a large landing. So, new line from Dudley up to Clune. I'll make that like a dark blue color. And I want these to wait for full load for maybe 120 seconds. Probably not, actually. Maybe 60. And this is going to be a shipping route, and this is going to be Dudley to Clune. Nice. And now let's go ahead and get a ship on here. Again, I think we're going to go with the Wilhelm, because it's the cheapest to run. And now I am going to actually need to reconnect this. And the reason is that we're going to need to put a bus route in here. So we want to stop right here. So let's see, if I put that kind of right there, and now we'll kind of circulate just a little bit through here. So if I go maybe to here and here. So that will be our little circulator. We'll make that green, and this is going to be a bus route, and this is going to be Clune bus to port. And now we need to get some vehicles on here, and then we should be able to let this run. So where's our industrial area? It's kind of over here. So why don't I kind of spin this around, and we'll load it onto this side street. Just like that. And now why don't we just get one? Just one on this route for now. And we'll see, you know, if we get a buildup of passengers, we can certainly get more. And now we've got our Wilhelm going. And I'll be interested to see how this start to pay this back down. See if we get up to 500 before we get charged. Nope. All right. And let's see. So no passengers yet. Let's see if anybody's waiting for the ship down here. None yet. We'll see how that works. Again, I did a shipping route, or a ferry route, in a previous playthrough, and you know, it never really took off. So I'm interested to see if we put one into a really isolated place like this, whether it will start to move passengers. Because now, destinations, you know, the public transport destinations, we've got allegedly people that want to do it. So I'll be interested to see if that works. And I think we're going to have to wait until next episode to see if it works, truthfully. Because this is kind of the end of the episode. So, I don't know what the ride will be today. Maybe we'll go on the Wilhelm. We'll go right across the lagoon. That might work. It's our first, or it's our most major line that we just put in. But until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. And as always, like and comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Anything you want me to try out. Really quick. Pay off some of that loan. Got to take advantage of it when it's there. But Again, like and comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Subscribe for more videos. And until next time, have a great day. Thanks. Bye.